I'm not going to lie. I had LSU as a dark horse contender. I was very, very wrong. I was very wrong with this. As LSU lose their second game in a row to an okay Vanderbilt team. Like Michaela Blakes is exceptional. Yes, she's absolutely exceptional. But as a team, like, they're okay. Like, that's all I can say about them is they're okay. They lost last year pretty early on in the tournament. Obviously, Blakes was the MVP of AmeriCup. Like, we're not gonna say one negative word about Michaela Blakes here. She had 30-something points, but or 32 points. We're looking at a team. And by the way, this is the most damning part of all of this, is that if you look at the box score, Flau Jae, who's meant to be their star, had 0 points. She got benched for large periods of that game down the stretch. She had 0 points. 0. Not 2, not 4, not 6, 0. And that was obviously this has been their biggest game of the year, because obviously they went and lost. They lost last week, or their last game. Now it's at the stage where it's like, okay, shit. We've got to start winning. We're no longer undefeated. We got to go win a game, and they go and lose. And first half, Michaela Fulwiley was exceptional for LSU, as LSU had a little bit of a lead for quite a lot of the game. And for Vanderbilt, they were just better. They executed better, even down the stretch. And by the way, they got bailed. They got fucking bailed by a out of bounds call that was ignored. They were down 6 LSU, and Michaela Williams hit a 3-point shot to make it what ended up being a 3-point game. And then on the inbound, they actually got a perfectly good stop. And Michaela Blakes dribbled out of bounds, and they ignored it. They ignored Michaela Blakes dribbling out of bounds, and that screwed them. It didn't give them a chance to tie. But with the way LSU were playing, were they going to make that shot? Probably not. In fairness, Michaela Williams did hit a big shot right possession before. Fulwiley, again, looked okay. Kate Koval, other than a couple of really poor layups missed, it was a 4-point game, and they tried to hit a 3, nearly banked it, and then they missed. LSU ended the game missing 5 open layups in a row. I'm kid you not. It was comedy. They missed a 3, they got the rebound, missed, got the rebound, missed, got the rebound, missed, put back, missed. It was genuinely comedy. But all I gotta say is that even still, you're looking at it and you're like, this does not look like a contending team. And this is for me, this is worse than UConn last year, because I like LSU's team, but they don't have Sarah Strong. They don't have Paige Bueckers. I don't know what the fuck happened last year to UConn. They did not look good. And then suddenly, they didn't look good until they beat South Carolina by 30. And from then on out, they look like the best team by 100 miles in the nation. But yeah, it's one of those things where you've now got an LSU team who's going through a similar rut. And by the way, they have not played in SEC play. They've not yet played Oklahoma. They've not yet played South Carolina, and they've not yet played they haven't played Texas. So they come out with the schedule for the rest of the year, and they have to face off against their next couple of games. They already lost to Kentucky. They then go on a run of playing Texas A&M, or Texas, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Florida. And they should win a couple of them. Then they play Texas again, Auburn, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Tennessee. They've already played all of their easy games. They have already played their easy games. And that's one of those things where it's they have literally played the easy games that they're going to get, and they've already played them all. So for me, that's just the way I'm looking at it. They've already played the games where you're you know what, they're guaranteed to win. And we're now at the stage that you've now got a tough schedule. You could fall unranked. I'm not joking when I say this. If they go and lose to Ole Miss, if they got to lose to Ole Miss, South Carolina, and twice at Texas, there is a world where LSU ends up being unranked. You bring in Kate Covell, you bring in Michaela or Malaysia Fulwiley, and you are expected to be one of the best teams in the nation. And for those 2 L's in a row, the Kentucky loss was one thing. But the lose to a Vanderbilt team, and albeit Michaela Blake's, again, absolutely exceptional. But, like, come on. Losing to this team is just, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable if you want to be a championship team. If you want to be a championship team, you're not losing to Vanderbilt. You're just not. And Flau Jae Johnson, who is a player that I have at times mocked at number 1. I have mocked Flau Jae Johnson, number 1, at times in this draft. There have been times where that has been my mock, was Flau Jae Johnson at number 1. But at the end of the day, we're now looking, and I'm like, could she fall out of the lottery? I still project Flau Jae to be I'm high long-term on Flau Jae Johnson. But especially when it comes to women's basketball, with the way the draft is, it is a situation where if she has a really bad senior season, she might fall. And right now, it is looking like she is going to be the player that falls. If anyone's going to fall, because Lauren Betts is starting to play a bit. Lauren Betts is starting to play. So we're now at the stage where it's like, okay, shit. Lauren Betts is starting to hoop. And could she go higher? Awafam, I don't see Awafam having a dropping very much. I really don't. And Fulwiley, does she? She's going to stay at LSU. Like, let's be real. You're not, like, she'd be crazy. She would be absolutely, absolutely crazy to leave LSU again. You're playing under Mulkey. You're going to be good. And Michaela Williams is still there. Like, there are still going to be players everywhere. It's at the stage where there are still players everywhere, and I think in general, it's you're in a good position. At the same time, though, we have to be real here. This has been an absolute disaster. Like, Fulwiley came in, started today, and I did well. But they didn't lose to Vanderbilt. And they still have to face the gauntlet of South Carolina and Texas twice. And I don't see them winning any of those games. I just don't. Maybe they can turn it around. And the one positive thing about LSU is they have the talent to turn it around. Like, there's a reason why I have had Flau Jae Johnson at times mocked to number 1 in this draft. She has the talent. It was just, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the hell happened today. Like, she was being benched for large periods, like, of the fourth quarter. Like, I don't know what was going on. But yeah, anyway, horrendous loss for LSU. I'll see you guys.